Alright, Sienna, where are we going?
Isla Isabella. That way.
It looks pretty cool though.
Often referred to as the Galapagos of Mexico, Isabel is a nesting area for up to 40,000 seabirds, predominantly boobies and frigatebirds. In 1980, the Mexican government declared the area a national park. We're on Isla Isabela right now. We're on the east side, which is the blue-footed booby nesting area. Pretty cool.
Look at them all up here, all sitting on nests. All in through the trees here. All the way back in there.
We were amazed at how docile the boobies were, allowing us to walk right up to them and their eggs. As we watched them waddle about with their giant, cumbersome blue feet, we wished we could understand what their squawks and whistles meant, as they all seemed quite talkative.
Little booby skull. So something that I think that we've picked up on so far is they have blue feet.
They have blue feet that are really cute.
And that's where I think the name blue-footed booby comes from.
You think so?
Probably.
Huh.
That's my hunch.
Their eggs are kind of blue too. Along with the boobies, on the beach we found an abundance of hermit crabs that also seemed to congregate in groups. After the small beach, the island was covered in dense vegetation, where we discovered another resident of the island, lizards. Several types of large iguanas, as well as some smaller lizards, shared the same lack of fear as the boobies, allowing us to get a great up-close look. Not able to enter the dense vegetation, we walked around the edge of the island, peering inland. Circling high over the peaks and points of the island were the other main nesting species, the magnificent frigatebirds. Living up to their namesake, these birds are magnificent flyers that are specially adapted for amazing flight, soaring with only occasional wing beats, completing almost all maneuvers with their rudder-like tail. With the largest wingspan in proportion to weight of any bird, these frigatebirds actually cannot walk or swim. They spend their days soaring, scavenging for food, often stealing from other birds such as boobies, and roost in the treetops at night. It happened to be mating season for the frigates, the males attracting the females with their large red pouches protruding from their throats. We're up here on the hill just to the south of the beach where all the blue-footed boobies are, and we found brown boobies nesting up here. And these guys, they seem much more mellow and quiet, and they actually have a nice little nest built for their egg versus the blue-footed boobies that just have their egg on the sand. And then above us, thousands and thousands of frigatebirds.
We're almost to the mainland.
Almost. Only about 20 miles that direction.
We're going to go there to drop this one off. She has to go, well, she's going to Hawaii. So.
Tough life.
Tough life to Hawaii, yeah?
Spending the day here was magical, and we wished we had more time to spend, feeling like we were living out an episode of National Geographic. But with a light breeze as the sun came up and a schedule to get to the mainland, we set sail southwest.
It is washing day.
Bath time.
Bath time, we're all a bit stinky. And Sienna didn't want to have a bathroom in a nice calm anchorage, so now it's bath time in the middle of the, not the middle, but it's the Pacific Ocean, right? Sienna, could you look any more excited?
Yay for being back to warm water and weather. Yeah.
On our way down towards Puerto Vallarta area. We're not really sure where we're heading today, but that's probably where we're going. Since we're only moving at about 1 knot with a very barely filled spinnaker up there and the pole out. Very calm day. Hooked a nice, I think might have been a Dorado earlier. He flipped out of the water, got off right away. Had a bunch of whales around us all morning. It's time for me to jump in and get soaped up as well. The worst case is you know that we'll think about coming back for you.
Today went really slow.
How slow?
Slow. Like a max 2.5 knots.
2.5 knots? Did you get up here in time to see the whale just now? The big one right in front of us?
No, I saw a splash.
Oh, saw a lot of whales today.
Yeah, we did. In the distance.
The last few days, yeah. Did you see that one just now? You were too slow. They're there? I've been motoring for the last 3 hours, 3.5 hours, Phil? Something like that.
About 4 hours.
Yeah, we made an interesting track all night. We didn't make much ground at all yesterday. About a knot was what we were making. So we've been motoring for the last 3.5 hours. I just got up to switch over with Hillary. Hillary noticed that our water was dry. We weren't running any fresh water out. We knew we were close to the end of the tank, but normally we get a warning, so it was kind of strange. We switched the tanks over. Then not long later, I noticed, I happened to be downstairs and noticed the bilge pump constantly running. Checked the bilge and we were free flowing water down there. At first I freaked out. I thought it was we were taking on water back through the rudder shaft, and since we've changed that was leaking. Got Hillary up, and then when we killed the motor, we could hear the water pump running, and I had a hunch that it was a freshwater leak. We're heading in towards Puerto Vallarta, so it's not like we need the fresh water. I'm not sure how much we went through. Hillary will check in a minute 'cause it's our last tank. But our water, one of our hoses on our water heater has come off. So the water pressure was just pumping water out right into the bilge, all our fresh water. So yeah, can see if we can fix that. It had 2 hose clamps on it. I haven't had a look at it yet. I'm not sure why that came off. There's 2 hose clamps on the hose. The hose is completely off. Curious.
I'm not sure how that came off.
Yeah, it's weird.
But it came off, worked itself loose.
Looks empty. Well, we are officially out of water, except for our jerry cans.
That drained it pretty quick then, I'd say.
Yeah, a half an hour or less.
Probably
less than a half an hour.
20
yeah.
minutes, which I'm surprised that drained that quick. Alright, turn on water pressure. Let's see if we get a leak here.
As we headed south through flat, glassy water, we spotted some strange objects on the surface, so we motored over to check it out.
See a Spitwatersaurus?
It turned out to be an olive Ridley sea turtle, and as we drifted with the engine off, we spotted several others. I think it's the same kind.
Think so?
Yeah, it's a very domed shell and not many like ridges in between it.
Yeah.
This one looks bigger.
Hi, Mr. Turtle. He's coming to check out the boat.
That's hilarious. He's doing a headstand.
Yeah.
They're like facing each other. Who's got the bigger tail slap? That is crazy. What are they up to?
We pulled into Banderas Bay today about noon, which is where Puerto Vallarta is. Left Isla Isabel the other day and tried to sail for a whole day and barely went anywhere because the wind was so light. So finally motored last night. We've been seeing tons and tons of sea life around. Bunch of whales, dolphins, turtles, and then in here we just saw a couple whales playing around, flopping their tails inside here. But it's crazy in here. Super, super, super busy. Boats everywhere, huge buildings everywhere. So
Big
different.
change.
So different from Baja.
We're on shore in La Cruz.
Mainland Mexico.
Hillary's all dressed up again, wearing a fancy little
We're
dress.
normal clothes. We're like in a town in places where you can walk around in like sandals and a dress and a hat.
We paddled to a dock, so we've got shoes on. We don't have to get our feet wet. That's always nice. And you got some laundry. We're going to go get a bit of laundry done.
And run some errands.
Yeah.
Check out town.
Yeah, Sienna's mum's in town. She'll be leaving. Sienna's over here hiding out. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
They've got a car. We're going to go and explore around town a bit and maybe get a bit of the lay of the land while we've got used to that car. Find out some of the shops. We don't want to spend too much time here. Maybe we just need to get a couple of things to do a big project coming up, which is our water maker.
Yeah, exciting stuff.
And then shortly, Hillary will have friends coming to town, or a friend.
Yeah, for my birthday.
It is, Sienna, how warm is it here?
Very. Well, it's not very warm, but it's very humid. You can drink the air.
Very sticky.
This morning at about 7:30 a.m. it was 100% humidity. 66 degrees outside, 66 degrees dew point. It was wet.
Dripping everything.
The boat felt like it was soaked.
Gross.
New Year's Eve.
Last day of 2017.
Last day, Puerto Vallarta. Well, actually, we're in the cruise right now.
Cruise, yeah.
We're having a bit of a snack before heading back to the boat, and then we might come back here later.
Yeah, I got some live music later. We might come check out, see what else is going on.
It's been a nice day. Say goodbye to Sienna today. She's heading home to the US.
Now we get to start projects tomorrow.
Start projects, get our water maker done.
Exciting stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and a huge thanks to our patrons who support the making of these videos. Please remember to give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future episodes. Until next time, adios.
Maybe they're like that guy that suffered from that thing, from eating silver. There was that guy in Oregon that ate silver. No, there's these. Hillary thinks they're right. Okay, and there's Sienna. That's Sienna there. Oh, and today there's some nice boats over here in this boatyard. In this boat marina.
In the marina. We're not in the boatyard.
We're not. That's all I can ever
Thank
think.
goodness.